In this tutorial, my intention is to show you the best 4 moving averages for trading forex, stocks, bond, futures, or anything tradable for that matter. So if you master how to use these simple moving averages, you're gonna be making profits every day on the stock market, on the forex market, on the bond or futures market, no matter what it is, as far as it's a tradable instrument, you're gonna be making profit. So listen attentively as I show you my best for moving averages for trading. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to use this for moving average. You can use about 2 of them or 3 of them. At least 2 or 3 of them is perfectly okay. But make sure you select a lower one and higher one. Don't use 2 that are exactly the same. Make sure there's a variation. So let's get started. My number 1 on this list is 13 moving average. 13. I want you to understand that 13 and 14 are basically the same thing. So you can use 13 or 14. It's just the same thing. There's no difference. So this blue one now, as you are looking at it here, that is the 13 moving average. All right. So it's one of my best moving average for following trends, for trading with the trends. All right. So whenever you see the 13 moving average hanging on top of your price action, just know that it's going to be performing the function of resistances, showing you that you need to be trading towards the downside. So these 4 moving averages that I have here, you can see all of them with different colors. At this point, they were on top of this price action, showing me that what I need to be doing is to be placing trades towards the downside, that is making a sell trade. You can see at this point, these 2 moving average was on top of this price action. So if I had placed a sell trade here, it will continue to go down and go down, and I will make my profits. So from this point to this point would have given you anything no less than $200. All right. So at this point there was a pullback, a snapback towards the upside to this moving average. And once it ran to this moving average, what happens again is that it came all the way down. This movement towards the downside, if you had placed a sell trade here, could give you anything not less than $100 to $150. So, but my intention at this point is to show you the names of these moving averages so that you can take note of them and begin to practice how to use them effectively. They are trend following moving averages. So number 1 on my list, as I have said, is the 13 moving average or the 14 moving average. So that is the one on blue. The next one after the 13 is the 20 moving average, and that is one of my best one too. The 20 moving average. It follows the trend, showing you where you are supposed to be placing your trend. So if you trade with the 20 moving average and you master how to follow its prediction, you will hardly lose any trade. You understand? So the 20 moving average on top of any price action on top of your candles means that it's playing a resistant role and you have to be trading towards the downside. And when you see the 20 moving average on the bottom of your price action, on the bottom of your candles, it means it is going to be playing supportive role. So in that case, you'll be trading towards the upside, making buy trades. All right. So we have 13 now, and we have the 20 moving average. So remaining 2. And like I told you earlier, you don't need to use the 4 of them, but you can use about 2 or 3 of them, which is okay. All right. So at this point in time, let me name the next moving average, the 3rd one. This is the yellow one, and it is the 50 moving average. I know that some of you must have been familiar with this one, so it's also among my best moving average for trading making any kind of trade, whether it is stock or whether it is forex. All right, the 50 moving average. I hope you're taking note of them. Then the last one, and not the least, is what I call the 200 moving average, and that is the granddaddy of all. So whenever you see the 200 moving average on top and your price action is down, that is your candles are down, simply know that at that time what you still have is a downtrend. So it plays a supportive or resistant role. And whenever you see them, you know, on top of any price action, get ready to place a sell trade, and definitely you are going to win. And when you see it below the bottom of any trade, get ready to place a buy sell and you will win. So let's check it out and see. All right. So now I've mentioned the four moving average, and if you take note of them and learn how to trade with them, definitely your trade will improve dramatically. So look at what happened here. At this point, this trade snap back towards the upside, and now the bottom of this area you have a bottoming table or a kind of a bullish pin bar here. Just these two moving average, both the 13 and 20, is under the candles, showing that it's about to play a supportive role in pushing this commodity up, and it actually did. So if you place a sell trade here, just this simple movement towards the upside could give you anything no less than a week $50 to $80, which you will pocket. All right. So when at this point now it pulled back again towards these moving averages again, and you see it playing a supportive role here. The moving averages are down, both the 50, 20, and 13. They are down, being at the bottom of the price action, showing that you can place a buy trade there, and if you have done so, you would have win. And when the price action move all the way to the up, and then on colliding with the 200 moving average, then it begins to go down again. So at this point, on reaching this 200 moving average, I would have already known that what I'll be expecting is to place a quick sell there, and I will make my gain. So let me stretch out and see and show you what it is. You understand? So the 200 moving average was actually going to play a resistance role, and it did. So, but there's one thing I want you to notice. You can see at the beginning, from this point, all the moving average was playing a resistance role, showing me that my trend is towards the downside. All right, there's something dramatically happened here when this three moving average when price begin to move towards the upside, moving above these three moving averages. So at that point, you know that the trend is about to change. So as I told you earlier, that this moving average, especially the 13, the 20, and 15, they are trend following, moving averages. In other words, they move with the trend. All right. So when this point was reached, I immediately know that it's a buy trade. And then when I place a buy trade here, I expect that it will go up, and definitely it did. So it moved towards the upside, and again pull back a little onto the moving average again, and they experienced, trader will know that it's time to place another buy trade. So if you have placed any buy trade here, it will quickly go up again, and then you make your trade, you make your gain. All right. At this point, I'm colliding with this the bigger moving average, which is the 200 moving average. I say, so it's going to pull back again at that point, and it did. So you see it pull back again and make a retest of the 200, and again still came down. All this point, if you are a scalper, you'll be making a whole lot of money. So at this time, it was a point of intersection of all the 200, all the four moving average, the 200, the 13, the 50, all of them. So what you see here is a good price action to place a buy trade. And if you have done, you see quickly breaking out to the upside. All right. So from this point already, all the moving average, my major moving average, which is these three movements, they are down at the bottom of the price action, showing me that they are playing a supportive role for me to continue to place my trade towards the upside. So if I do that, then I'll continue to win. All right. I'm simply giving you the secrets of all my winning trades. And mind you, this is a stock chart. That is why it's like this. So if those of you that are trading forex, we tend to look at these charts, a bit more to zigzag. But I'm just using the moving average to show you, to make my points. So my point is just on the moving average. But when you place it on the forex charts, it will make more beautiful meaning for you. All right. So at this point again, you see when the price also pull back onto the 200 moving average, immediately there was a massive movement towards the upside. So any buy trade on this point could have given a massive win. So it moved up towards the upside and then retested the 200 moving average again and then jumped to the upside. So a buy trade here could have given you a massive win. Depending on the size of your money, you can make $500, say, or $1,000 on this trade alone. All right. So that is it. That is it. So whenever you see these moving averages being on top of your candles, floating through the top of your candle, know that the trend is now downwards. So you have a downward trend. And when you see it under the price action, then knows that the trend is towards the upside. It's an upside that you are dealing with. All right. So now that you have known my best 4 moving averages for trading forex or trading stocks, other, tradable instruments, I want you to go try it out in the market and then see how it goes. All right. So if you have found value on this short tutorial, I want you to hit the like button and please subscribe to our channel so that we know that you appreciate what we are doing. Thank you.